on the, 2 months away from the start of the 2018 Speedway season. I'm here at Ipswich Speedway Vauxhall Stadium with promoter Chris Louis. Chris, well, track's looking a treat, if you don't mind me saying.
Oh really? You're obviously not looking at the same track I am. 2 months away, and no, the track's not looking a treat behind us. But no, we've made a good start, good progress. Weather's been a little bit against us. Seems to rain every other day just to make sure it stays wet. But no, there's a lot going on and a lot to do.
Work on the track again for another year. We did a bit last year or year before, and now you've worked on what this time, Chris?
Well, we basically only managed to get half of the track alterations in last year that we wanted to do. We widened the entrances to the corners, and now we're doing the exits. We had hoped to do it all last winter, but with the weather and time restraints, there comes a point when you say, well, we've got to get the track reinstated, we've got to get the surface down, ready for racing. So last year ran out of time, so we're finishing that now. That gives us the track that we really wanted.
Talk about the league. I mean, there's a lot of fans have sort of talked about that. There's only a one home, one away now, so quite a few less league meetings. I mean, does that worry you at all? I mean, getting enough meetings in during the season?
Yeah, I mean, it obviously gives us a bit more space between meetings, gives us time to let people know what's going on, and yeah, I mean, I think I would have preferred a few more fixtures, but successful team will qualify through the Cup, through the Shield, and we'll have plenty of meetings.
Hope you'll listen to that, Danny King. That's a successful team will qualify for all. But I mean, no, that is part of it, isn't it? Very much. Hopefully the team will be successful, as you say, and there's no reason why not. Riders coming back. Obviously, Danny was obviously I mean, most of them were certs, but I mean, it's great to have Rory Schlein back. I mean, Rory came in last season, and he did some really great stuff for the team. Great team man. I spoke to Richie Hawkins about this. He said how much he values him as a team man as well as his efforts on the track. Yeah,
Rory's a character. He's different to a lot of guys that I've known and worked with in Speedway over the years, and a team needs that, needs a different angle on things sometimes, and Rory definitely brings that to us. Danny's Danny, he's entertaining, he's a point scorer, he's here to do a number one's job, and that's what he does. Couple that with the youngsters, Connor, Daniel, obviously Michael's going to need all the help he can get, but when you've got the guys at the top like Rory and Danny, they're going to get that. So no, it's a nice blend. I want Cameron to obviously continue what he gave us last year, really, because he was probably our sort of brightest point last year, really. The way he came back after a year out at Wright House was, for him, performance-wise, wasn't particularly good, but he was great for us last year, and needed to continue that progress.
And finally, so hopes for this season then, Chris? I mean, obviously we start on Good Friday. That's still the case, I assume?
Yeah, starting on Good Friday, big fixture, Lakeside, New Boys to the Championship. Look very strong, to be honest. They're going to really push us hard, and with the small group of the three, we can't afford to slip up, particularly at home.
A lot of people are going to say Ipswich Witches are the favourites this year for everything, much they did last year. They weren't that far out last year, so a bit of pressure on.
I think if we'd have stayed fit throughout the year, those predictions probably would have been correct, to be honest. We made the finals, we weren't far off in the Cup, well beaten in the playoff final by Sheffield. They deserved the victory, but I think it would have been different if we'd have stayed fit.
Look forward to it then.
Absolutely, yeah. The track changes, the team, everything looks really good for us.
About this track, shall we crack on?
Yeah, better get the shovel in the ground and carry on, I think.
Thanks, Chris.
Thank you.